Yo, it's Wednesday. It's Bayou City Boys. Come talk everything about Houston sports with us. If you watch our show, you can get on the Pluckers Wall of Flame. It ain't no contest at all. Let's get it.
25 lighters on the dresser, bad bitch Vanessa, yes or no, key just pressing, my lane is reckless, or strong, they can feel the presence, wheel and deal, they can feel the pressure, fashion over bay like the dresser, got some issues, I wouldn't press it, y'all crash dummy shit, don't impress it, talking crazy cuz captain, say sipping that, he just acting, we can shoot a movie, getting active, these niggas fool the thing family, I stayed humble, now I'm snapping, we was on the outs, now we back in, boy I'm pieced up, young nigga creased up, no slacking, yeah. Fuck niggas wanna kill me. Only real nigga feel me. This behind the music, this inspired to it. If it's wide, better feel me. This is everything I ever wanted. I just push up on it and she know the play. Name leaves stains on the brain. When I bless the game, she ain't knowing what to say. Ain't nothing in between God and kings. That's a direct link like the Pharisees.
Yeah, like the Pharisees. What's up?
That candy made me all sticky.
I hate you.
What's up?
We got rain today.
We did. It rained out of
It didn't
nowhere.
rain here. It just looked like it wanted to all day.
It rained over where we were at today. It out of nowhere.
I'm like, fucking 5X is over. How does that work?
I don't know.
That's stupid. That's Houston for you.
It's because y'all closer to the ship channel?
No,
Probably.
bro, in Magnolia Park.
Yeah.
Literally even closer to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Really. No X's down. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Even closer to you, it rained. Good times.
It rained on the Astros today because they fucking suck.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was what I did see a tweet though. It makes people feel better. It said back in 2017, we started off, what was it, 65-32, I believe was our record,
Mm-hmm.
or 64-32, one of those. We got swept by the Oakland A's that were in last place. We won the World Series. What just happened? We just had the same record. We just got our ass swept by the Oakland A's.
That we did.
We're gonna cheat our way to another championship. Hang on.
Well, I think we're going to get another championship, but that doesn't mean I wanted to get swept by the A's.
Yeah, they cost me money.
It's like we didn't even show up.
Yeah, these were games. This is like that Buffalo Bills that I do not want to remember.
No, it's not, because we were the underdogs in that. This is like the Nets losing to Boston, kind of, because you done pissed us off for 2 days, right? And then Dusty comes out today with the dumbest fucking lineup we've had all year. And how do you expect us to not be mad?
Well, he did.
He wants us to be like, hey, we're not mad.
He did
Oh,
say, I don't watch film because I have a life.
It shows.
Yep.
We might need to Vince McMahon him soon.
God damn it. We have been saying, though, that it may be Joe Espada's team coming up.
It should be, in my opinion.
There's some things like this whole season he's made quote unquote boneheaded plays, just somebody. I saw a tweet. It said Dusty thinks that analytics is some type of drug.
What?
I mean, I get what he was saying. Like, I get that, but it's like when you put fucking Aletmus Diaz batting cleanup today, that's retarded, bro. Like, that's retarded. Like, that shouldn't happen. That's like saying we're gonna play Jalen Green at center. Like, you don't do that.
Makes sense.
What does he play?
Thank you. He's a shooting guard.
Oh, I knew that.
No disrespect to Aletmus Diaz, but nothing about you says cleanup hitter.
But
and then you don't get anybody on base, and then your cousin cranks one today and it don't mean shit.
Yeah, he did crank one. He cranked it like he was Soldier Boy.
Yeah, he did.
I was gonna say that.
And I think there's only one person, well, if you count Odorizzi, then two, that's pissing me off more than Dusty. And that's Caleb's old kinfolk, Corey Lee.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
I don't like that guy at all.
Why not?
Because he don't know how to catch. He can bat better than Castro, but Castro can catch at least. I'd rather have Castro. This fool blocked the ball. Well, he attempted to on a curveball that hit the dirt too early. It wasn't his fault, but the ball went behind him, and he legit took like 5 seconds to ever think to turn around. Like he's looking in front of him the whole time, like I don't see the ball, and it's like, bitch, you know there's still a lot of space behind you, right? Turn around, and there's the ball. It's dumb. Today he tried to throw a runner out at second, threw the ball 15 feet to the right of second base. You can't do that when we're losing. He go bye-bye.
I made our coworker hate us for that, bro. Like I be telling the kids they go bye-bye at work, and she gets so mad about it.
Yep, she really does.
It's such a good time. He go bye-bye.
Well, it's a good thing to start. We'll look at like we always do. Upcoming games. I mean, the season, July is almost over, thankfully. We've pretty much handled business. Seattle was the team that we had to beat. We basically showed them. We just got swept by the A's. Tomorrow we have the start of 4 games against Seattle. They look ready to play us now. I mean, they've been beating up on Texas a bit.
Fuck them. You scared of them?
Oh, I'm not scared of them. I'm just saying, like, I hope that it's just one of those things where we play down to our opponents, which it seems like it is. We always, the Oakland A's, we've played down to them all year. Tony Kemp reminds me of that dude from like the Rockets that would always beat us.
He's like Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, he's over there doing his T.Y. Hilton impression or some bullshit. But for me, it's like we can get into August, I believe 2nd, right? Is trade deadline.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So Tuesday, these names have been coming up all over for the Astros, and I mean you got Luis Castillo with the Reds. Pitcher, you got Josh Bell, first baseman, Nationals.
That guy looked like Mahomes.
I still stand firm that Contreras does this. Wilson Contreras helps us more than either one of them.
And so you think we need to go catcher then?
No, because he can play first base, and he does play some first base. So you would take a lot of time from Yuli, but I mean, fuck, you're not hitting, bro. And if Brantley don't come back, he can play left field. He's played left field.
I'm gonna go buy you.
So there's one dude out there who can fucking play anywhere, really. You go get him.
I keep seeing things though that say we're heavily on Josh Bell and Contreras. So
I think they're more worried about a position player than a pitcher.
Yeah, I think the pitching it's one of those things where I think they're calling like, hey, we can get him, let's get him. But I do feel that with the hitting, I mean, all throughout the Astro group, people keep getting mad that people are saying Yuli needs to be replaced. If you look at the numbers, let's be real here. If you look at the numbers, he's been struggling this year.
But he batted 300 in July. So
yeah.
That counts for something, but it's like, fuck, bro, we could get Wilson Contreras. So he can legit play. He can fix everything to me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm willing to because you're not going to bring Yuli back anyway.
Nah.
Let's just go get Patrick Mahomes.
To do what?
I don't know. He got drafted to the MLB too. He just said fuck it and decided to be a football player.
No, we're being serious right now.
Oh,
God,
I'm gonna go buy. I'm gonna go buy.
I'm
gonna go buy Yuli a pizza.
Do that. Actually, I think you're right. Like he did get a little fatter. He got a little faster. You just can't replace. He's so good at playing first base, though.
He is, and I think
that 95-year-old man.
Like everybody keeps telling me, oh, well, the Astros, we didn't do anything in 2017. Did y'all fucking forget who we fucking got in 2017?
We got Verlander.
Exactly. That's why I don't fucking get why people are like, stand pat, don't do anything. If you stand pat and let everybody else get something, the Dodgers, the Yankees.
Dude, you'd be stupid to not go. If you have an owner that says, I'm willing to pay for it, if you can go get it, that's like your parents buying you a fucking car and saying, if you want rims, I'll pay for them. And you're like, nah, I'm good. Fuck you. Put some 22s on this hoe. Go get us some fucking bat or a pitcher. Spend his money if he said it's okay.
It's like, what the hell, dog? I don't get it. I was just, I'm all for moving the team forward. Yes, Luis Castillo is a 2-year rental. Freaking Josh Bell is a 1-year rental. But I mean, if you're not gonna bring Yuli back, you can maybe. I mean, you still gotta sign. Yeah, I mean, if you get him, you're even better. You got a catcher / freaking first baseman. There's options out there, and a lot of teams right now are selling because. I mean, it's the best time to sell, unless you're going to wait for winter time. But I
also heard him talk about Trey Mancini from Pittsburgh, who's kind of like a utility player who will play anywhere. And I think that's the more realistic kind of fool we would get.
What would you give up for him?
Not very much. He ain't that damn good.
He's like, nah, I'm all right.
Depends on what they want. The thing is I don't think, like, to us, my mindset is like, who can we hustle out of something for Jake Odorizzi? And I don't think anybody wants him.
I don't think anybody would want him.
They need him to have like a solid 10 good games back to back to back like that.
Did you see what he did the other day?
He got me negative 1.55 points on DraftKings.
Here's the thing:
I don't want to talk about
he says that he blistered in the second inning. It happens. I get that. It's like rolling your ankle in basketball. Shit just happens, right? But then you pitch like 3 more innings, and they weren't that great. But I was going to say, damn, that's real gangster, right? Like you did. But then you say, nah, can you take me out? And now you're back to being a bitch in my book. So
it's like. They was posting pictures of him when he got hurt, like legit last time, and they were like, Jake Odorizzi leaving the game today with this blister. And I'm just like, dog, like
I promise you, I don't even think he pitches in the playoffs. I really don't.
Hell no.
But I don't even think he's a long reliever or anything.
He's your weakest link right now, and honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, do I even want to take a chance of putting you in, because you kind of hinder us whenever I put you in. Now you make the bullpen work even harder.
Yep.
And it's just like Verlander. I mean, Verlander's a Hall of Famer. You tell him, hey, I need 7 innings out of you. He's like, I got you. Odorizzi can't give you fucking 3.
Did you see the game against he pitched against Seattle? This fool hit 99 miles an hour in the 7th inning.
Yeah, I think he had like what?
He hit 97 like back to back.
He had like 4 99s, I believe.
No, I think he hit 199 and like 4 97s or something like that. Regardless, it's like that's fucking impressive, bro. And he was excited when he struck that fool out. And I was like, that's the Astros right there. If we beat that all the time, can't nobody beat us.
My thing is, I don't want to stand pat. I don't want to.
No, me neither.
If you can get better at first baseman, which I think we're ranked last in hitting out of the playoff teams right now. I think Yuli's ranked.
Wilson Contreras, bro. He was just an all-star. I'm telling you, if you bring him to our team, they ain't fucking with us. The Yankees ain't fucking with us. You gotta think about it. That's probably an extra 4 or 5 RBIs per series.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Josh Bell can give that to you.
Yeah, I don't know if he can either. I mean,
the other day,
balling though.
The other day at work, me and Nick were talking to our coworker, and somebody said something about Odorizzi, and she was like, I fucking hate that guy. He's been pissing me off so bad, blah, blah, blah. And Nick was like, don't talk about Caleb's boy like that. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And she goes, you like that guy? And I was like, I said he had a good game one time, and they never let me live it down.
No.
I don't remember exactly what you said.
I said he had a good game the other day. He might be pretty
whatever
decent.
It was, I didn't like it. And
that's all I said. He had a good game. He might be decent.
Still paying
and then
for
he
it.
just went downhill from there.
You're bad.
That's why I haven't said I like anybody else lately.
Good job.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Dubon played good today. I like him playing shortstop. He played real good today.
I put him in today. I don't know what he did.
I know he had a double. Pretty sure.
That's good.
So we get these trades. I mean, being realistic, I know, what was it? Last week we all talked about what pitcher we're going to be. I mean, we all would rather them take Urquidy probably out of Christian Javier, but do you feel that same way today still?
I do. Christian Javier, he's like he's a rhythm shooter.
Yeah.
If he's feeling it, you can't stop him. You can't hit him. But then sometimes he tries to find it. He has to find it. And like today, that's why I say I hate Corey Lee so much. It's like, okay, dude, this dude has break in his pitches. They're not in the zone, but his rotation is better than his velo. So why the fuck are you having him throw 2 fastballs down the middle? You should have like called something else, and both of them got cranked. So that's catcher error.
So for sure, out of the trade, I guess, what do y'all think is our weakest link then? Is it still catcher? Is it first baseman? I mean, we know it's not pitching. Our pitching, if you can get it better, of course you go after it. But
because I know that Maldonado is going to do all the catching in the playoffs, I don't want another catcher. And let's be completely honest, like compared to the 2017 team and the 2019, which might have been the best team, this team has no fucking personality. At least Maldonado does. You know what I'm saying?
I feel with Dusty, though, you kind of lose it. Like, look at the way he basically went after Siri for a bat flip. Like, they're going to throw at us next. Bro, they fucking hate us. They all hate us. You used to see, like, Judge and fucking Altuve fucking holding each other, and now they don't even fucking talk. Like, I did see, though, also, I want to say that I saw that the fucking Detroit Tigers are selling on everybody. Get my boy Miggy.
Suggested Miggy?
I want my boy Miggy here. Fuck, I don't know yet, but
let me think.
I did see that they were selling everybody. They said there's a lot of teams with fire sales right now, and so the Nationals said Josh Bell's their first thing they want to get rid of, and we're one of the top teams after him. They said the Cubs are selling people, Detroit's selling people, the Reds are selling people. Fucking Boston needs to sell people because they fucking suck.
I would love to have their left fielder, Verdugo, that Mexican that looked like Canelo. I would love to have that guy on our team.
I love Verdugo. He's dope, man. He's my dude. I use him DraftKings all the time. I'm like, yeah. I
got a few of those. Today they all let me down, but
I want my dollar back.
I did not.
So realistic.
I think it's really hard to figure out what they might try to do since they don't know what Lance is doing.
He has his next rehab game, I think. Tomorrow.
I think he's in Sugarland now, right?
Yeah, it's either today or tomorrow. He has a game. I know Dusty was telling them he has another game starting. Let's see.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're not gonna pitch fucking Odorizzi in the playoffs, then either bring Bielek back or come around and see what they can do. Just to keep the 6-man rotation, because I know it pisses Verlander off, but it helps him. He can't lie.
Yeah, it's gonna keep him fresh for when he needs to throw that fucking heater in the damn.
I mean, dude hit 99 in the 7th inning. That's tough.
I know. But it's tough because of course they have the inside scoop with all the players and stuff. So I feel if you feel Verlander may leave after this.
I don't think he will, because I absolutely think they'll give him whatever he wants. Like, where are you going to go and be better?
I think,
like, what team is better?
I look at it as the way like wrestling fans are dealing with like Vince and Triple H right now. I feel like Joe Espada is that guy that the players like to play with, and they're kind of waiting. It's like Mike Vrabel with Texans. You could tell they wanted to play for him, and they didn't give him the opportunity, and a lot of people left. A lot of players were pissed off. It's a culture thing, and I just feel Dusty. Okay, Dusty. I mean, we're stuck with you for the season, I hope we fucking win, get your fucking ring right out in the sunset type shit. But I feel Espada is at least a candidate for next year. For this
no, if Dusty leaves, it is no. As a matter of fact, you're not a candidate. Will you please take the job? And Dusty, will you please leave?
Yeah,
like, that's the way. Even if Dusty wins a World Series, which he just might, give that fool a job in the office, create a bullshit title for his job, and let him hang out and pretend like you care about what he's saying, and you pay him money to do nothing. It's just like that Tampa Bay did with Bruce Arians. It's like, hey, just take this money and sit here and shut up.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, talk, because you might say something.
Dugout grandpa. Hey. Let's see. I mean, I can't. I just
don't want to blow the team up. Like,
yeah, I don't think they will though. I think the guys mainly have like you could see who that core is, especially in the pitching staff.
But that's my question to you. Is like when people say, would you barter the future for now? It's like, but what is the future? Because what if our future is already here? Because if you have 5 or 6 starters who are good, who's to say we can't hold 3 or 4 of you for a while?
Yeah.
The same with the players. It's like Pena will still be here a while. Bregman, Altuve, Tucker, Jordan, probably Maldonado for a few more years. So it's like, are we really going to need that much 2-3 years down the line?
And you're going to get players that want to play here with you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
you get players like that every year.
Yeah, like after that first year when the stuff came out, the scandal that we cheated, you started to see players now that are kind of like, well, shit, there was a ton of us cheating, so I don't really care. And all of those guys are gone. And I mean, all the fan bases, like if you have a player from that 2017, like Toronto, Minnesota, I don't want to hear you boo for shit.
New York.
Like, yeah, like get the fuck out of here. New York, you got Marwin Gonzalez on your team. Like, shut the fuck up.
The biggest cheater of them all.
Beltran, yeah.
Yeah, he's for real. I forgot about
on your damn team, man. It's like, fuck off, man. In your office. Yeah, I think they make a trade, though. I think for sure they've said it already that even the owner said, he goes, I'm going to spend money to make sure that we at least have a chance to win this year. And I think he knows it too. I mean, the Correa thing really helped. You have a lot of money now because you didn't pay him what he wanted. Mm-hmm. Alvarez kind of gave you a good deal. You still need to sign Kyle Tucker, but
I think we will. But you most likely, this is your last run with probably Brantley and Yuli.
Well, shit, that Brantley, I mean, yeah, for sure, yeah, because they're both probably going to be riding off in the sunset after this.
Which you're going to have to lose them anyway, because I promise you, Verlander's about to get like $10 more million a year.
Yeah.
And then Yuli like 39 years old, 38, 39, so he's not even going to be trying to play that much longer, I'm sure.
I guarantee you he goes to play with his brother.
I mean, I could see that happening, but I don't see him having too many more seasons in him.
He's just so fucking good at playing first base. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I just don't realize how elite this guy is at playing.
Well, no, I mean, when this dude does the splits and catches the damn ball like at ease, like I'm like, oh shit. But it's not like, and that's why I think I want to get it. I don't want to like if we don't replace him, I'm not like, oh man, fuck this bullshit. Like if I could replace anybody, they would straight up be fucking a catcher with a fucking bat. But and I don't want to replace Maldi. I want to replace fucking Lee and Castro because they both. I don't trust them for shit in fucking playoffs. But it's like with Yuli, I have to understand, dude. You were getting older. You took a major step back from what we remember you as in 2017. Like,
I honest to God feel like they're like causing problems for the team because of each other. I feel like you have to appease Yuli out of respect because of what he's done for us, but then also you've appeased Brantley a little bit out of respect for what you think he could still do. Because think about if Brantley wasn't on the team when Yuli was batting 215 2 months ago, I guarantee you he would have got put in the 2-hole. But you're not doing that because Brantley's there. The 2-hole.
Well, I mean, in baseball alone, it's getting the Juan Soto shit. Wherever he goes. Luckily, I mean, It matters.
Nowhere?
It matters to us because a lot of our division sucks ass, and so they have Texas Rangers are one of the top 3 teams that are willing to trade a shit ton for him.
Well, just because they just spent a shit ton of money to suck.
Yeah, I mean they got Corey Seager and all that, which is pretty dumb.
It almost makes me be like, "Hey, good job not signing nobody." Click.
Yeah, I mean he's done great. So shit, Ohtani, they think he may be out. Mike Trout
I feel so bad for him.
That Mike Trout report says that his back will always be injured with a rare disease or something, or a rare condition.
It's called playing for the Angels-itis.
No, it's called pussy-itis.
God damn.
He got sand in his vagina.
Probably would. He has that JJ Watt. No disrespect, JJ Watt. He has that JJ Watt like injury prone fucking thing. Like,
yeah. They stop taking steroids and they get hurt all the time.
It's fucking talent like a motherfucker, but just the injury bug gets you every fucking year.
And it's like the same injury. It was like JJ Watt would be like, "Oh, hurt back this year. I tore my fucking stomach or some shit the next year, and then my fucking back hurts again the next year."
I tore my stomach.
He tore something.
Some shit in there.
Yeah.
I thought he tore an abdomen or something.
There's some shit.
I don't know what he tore.
See, look, another report right here.
What? Tell me.
It says the Astros are aggressive in making a Josh Bell trade.
If that happens, would you be okay with it, Zach? You're the main person I have to know, because if you're not okay with it, you're gonna make it our problem.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, I would, but I wouldn't, because
there's no gray area with you. Either the glass is half full or we're dead.
He would legit have to bat like exceptionally well for me to be okay with it.
I mean, he's having a phenomenal year
because you just don't realize how much I like watching Yuli play defense. Like, he's that good. So you have to bat 300 or better and be like an RBI machine.
What's he batting right now? Let's see.
37.
Josh Bell's numbers. He's 29 years old, from Irving, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He's batting. He's averaging 302.
Burley. How many RBIs he got?
53 RBIs, 109 hits.
I'm not gonna lie, 300 batting average and 50 RBIs from Yuli this year would have been good. But people also don't know how many doubles that fool hits.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Yeah, I a lot of it I put also in Dusty for his fucking questionable where he places him at. Because, like, I mean, even the shit that he does sometimes with, like, oh, let me put Alvarez on here, and then they walk him, and it's like, what the fuck was the point of that? Like, you could have done that earlier, like, had Dubon hit, and then you had you.
So to answer Caleb's question, I think I would be okay with it as long as I don't feel like we didn't get robbed in the trade.
Okay.
If we get a value trade, then I'm good with it.
I just looked up Josh Bell because I couldn't picture him on my head, and when I did, he didn't look like what I thought he did.
You thought Drake and Josh were? No, just kidding.
Honestly, a little bit.
So out of the, I mean, there's signs that you can see with GMs, of course, and I know they keep talking about the rookies that they signed. Like, they're talking about them hard, especially the outfitter we got. So it makes me believe that you're going. They already said it. Expect him to be on this team at some point this year. There's not that much baseball. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And so when they say that, though, it makes me feel like, okay, McCormick, Siri, Meyer, one of you is getting fucking traded.
I'm okay with you cutting McCormick and Siri.
Yeah. I mean, you got dudes in the fucking Space Cowboys right now just chilling. I mean, Siri goes back and forth from Sugarland.
Yeah, you got Pedro Leon. I don't really have an issue with Myers, especially after that ball he caught earlier. Other than either Myers is doing everything he's supposed to and he's just a good baseball player, or he does shit and you're like, oh, fuck, where did Hunter Pence come back? This fucking idiot.
Let's just say it's the first one.
I would like that to be the case more often than not.
Well, until it's proven that he's Hunter Pence that's brought back, we'll just say it's that.
What I'm saying to you is if we get a good outfielder, I will put Tucker in center field and the outfielder in right field and Myers' dumbass on the bench.
I think this is a trade deadline where I don't want to fuck the team up, but I do feel they're going to be hungry this trade deadline just because of how hungry.
I don't think they're going to be hungry. I think they're going to do something just because we all want them to.
Well, I think you're going to do something. If you can't let the Yankees, you can't let the Mariners, you can't let fucking.
I don't understand how the fucking Yankees have money to do anything.
Because all the fan base buys all their shit.
Yeah.
And then you get all those
there's
people
still a salary cap. How do you pay all these people?
Because like our owner said, the more you buy, the more I get to spend. And so you got to think all those Cowboy fans and Laker fans that buy Yankee gear.
Yeah.
Please do not compare our Houston Astros to the Cowboys.
No, I said the Yankee fans are the ones that buy Cowboys gear and Lakers gear. You know those dudes, they be wearing the same shit. Oh, it's basketball season, Lakers. Oh, it's baseball season, Yankees. Oh, it's football season, Cowboys.
Yeah, Calvin.
I just assume they get that shit at the gas station.
Calvin does it.
You're like, hey, bro, do you watch fucking hockey? Yeah, I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Oh, the fucking best team. Oh, yeah. What about fucking soccer? Yeah, Manchester United, bro. It's like you only go for the top fucking teams. What the fuck? Like you don't have any shitty teams in your resume at all. Like none. I mean, you got the Cowgirls, but still, fuck.
It's like at work. Them kids always tell me, "Oh, my favorite football player is Tom Brady because he's the GOAT," and I'm like, "Okay, but what's your favorite team?" And they're like, "Any team Tom Brady's on." I'm like, "Okay, when you get older, you'll start to understand sports more, and you'll start to have a favorite team no matter what." And like, it's always going to be Tom Brady. And I was like, he's only got maybe 2 more years left in him. Like,
yeah, or one good hit.
Yeah. I was like, at some point you're going to have to find a team that you like, whether it's your hometown team or something, another team, and they're like, I'll never like the Texans. And I'm like, okay, when you get older, you will.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
When you get older, I tell people all the time, I'm like, when you get older, you will, because you'll understand, that you want to rep your city. But
when we start winning, those people will jump on the bandwagon. All those people that claim they're Astro fans.
Yeah, y'all weren't sitting here watching these bullshit games when we fucking sucked.
I know. Getting laughed at. You're an Astros fan? Yes, bitch. Yes, I'm an Astros fan.
Y'all remember when we went to the World Series in like 2005?
Yes.
Yeah, that was terrible.
T-shirts from that shit.
That was terrible. I was watching that year. I was watching all those games. Like, it was ass.
I remember I was outside in a starter's jacket and I was watching. I was like, yeah. And
I mean, I didn't like that we got swept, but it wasn't ass. That was a good fucking team.
No, I didn't say the team wasn't good. I meant that we got swept.
The Bradley bullshit. Ball's still getting caught up there with fucking Altuve's off of Aronis Chapman.
Crank that one.
Oh, all right. Out of those guys, do y'all think we get a trade? Who do you think we get? I'm going Josh Bell. I
was going to say Bell. I feel like Bell is going to be on the team.
I'm going Wilson Contreras.
I'm telling you, man, it's going to be both of them motherfuckers.
But back to my verdict. Because we'll have to give up everything. Damn it. I still want him to go after Benintendi, though. I'll take that fool.
I'm so proud of you for knowing what I said.
He's I understand Spanish even though they kicked me out. That fool's kicked me out and gave me a C for 3 years. Dumbasses. I'd never went back. But what was I saying? Benintendi would be the perfect leadoff man for us. And put Altuve in the 2-hole. And then you'd have to fucking pitch to Jordan if he's batting third in front of Tucker. Could you imagine that? Benintendi, Altuve, Jordan, Tucker.
Yikes. That'd be sick.
I mean, they said that they called the Cubs and asked about Wilson.
He's a rental too.
I mean, yeah, but he's 30. I mean, in
baseball years, that's not that bad.
Yeah, but being with the honest also with our team, like when you get those, I feel when you get those international players from like we have that culture. Like you look at our pictures, look at them, like half of them barely speak English. I mean, they're all.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they go get Trey Mancini from Pittsburgh. He's a switch hitter.
Yeah, they're gonna do something for sure. They have their eyes on a few people. They've said they're not hesitant like how other years they've been kind of quiet. Like, oh, we're confident in our team, staying pat. I kind of, if any benefit came out of this Oakland bullshit, was that it shows that you have some holes. So let's go get some shit. I mean, it really doesn't. It's more of like a facade with it, but I'll take it if it gets us some new toys.
And not only
Nick
that,
loves
it's like
toys.
you don't expect Luis to pitch like that again.
Yeah.
Like he had no control and nothing.
The fucking ball went boop, hit fucking Maldi in the fucking head and then just went off.
So, I mean, we'll be fine. I still suspect we'll win the World Series. I'll be upset if we don't. I don't know if I can handle one. I don't know if I can handle another World Series loss.
I'm gonna go to the gym the day after, and he could be in there deadlifting 700 pounds. I'm so mad.
Nah, I'd be heartbroken because we lost 2, bro. It's like we paid our karmic debt for the cheating shit. Like, and we're still fucking good.
Our fucking farm system suffered because of that.
I want to be the team that everybody's like, I'm so tired. These fools keep winning the goddamn World Series.
I need one more before I worry about keep winning because, I mean, we lost to the Nationals, bro, in Game 7 in our building, really because of A.J. Hinch, in my opinion.
See,
that was tough. You were fucking 4 innings away from winning a World Series. You went into the 6th inning with a fucking lead, bro. That hurt. That was a real kick in the dick.
Yeah. It really was though. Like
a real kick in the dick.
Those hurt like bad.
Yeah, kicks in the dicks always hurt.
Like really last year's loss to the Braves sucked, but I understood what was happening. It's like y'all came into this bitch rolling and we didn't. So we can't beat the momentum, and that's why we lost. But the Nationals one, that sucked.
That one was ass, bro. I was so mad.
See,
but I can't go through that again. Like if we get there, we gotta fucking get it. I know I said I wouldn't go back to the fucking parade, baseball gods, but if you win, I'll fucking go.
Man, we win. I'm going just because of all the bullshit, all the fucking, and it doesn't.
As long as I'm not in downtown and we win in downtown again, I'll be fine.
I'm saying, bro, you go to the parade and it's like fucking 4 hours to get parked into any spot just to see them pass by for fucking 5 minutes. Nah.
So I'm looking up all my shit that I usually look at for the Astros. They said that they're listening to Urquidy trades right now, seeing what the market is for him. I mean, you're going to have to give up a catcher for sure. And so they said that Josh Bell should the Contreras at Wrigley Field yesterday, so it said goodbye to the Cub fans.
Hey, please come to Houston.
So he's getting traded. I don't know where the fuck he's getting traded at, but he's getting traded for sure.
I'm gonna watch Angels in the outfield tonight.
So for you,
hell nah, bro. I'm gonna watch Field of Dreams tonight. If we
rookie of the year,
a kid in King Arthur's Court. That's a good one.
Hardball.
Oh, I can't watch G Baby tonight, bro.
I already know what's gonna happen. I won't be that sad.
Shut the fuck up.
They said that God damn it. So they said he said goodbye, so he's more likely on his way out. They said the team that Detroit Tigers have a fire sale, so Gregory Soto and Andrew Chafin, relief pitchers, they're looking at. And then the Miami Marlins, Nick Fortes, Anthony Bass, or Garrett Cooper.
Don't we got like 19 pitchers right now?
Well, I think they're just trying to. I mean, for sure you need a lefty if you can get one. I think. And then,
I'm telling you, bro. Odorizzi's not making the playoff roster. He's not fucking going to the playoffs with us. Because if you had to list all of our pitchers, you have to cut a couple to go on the playoff roster. Odorizzi's the first one you think of, right? And then it'd probably be the second one, either be Mouton or Seth. And I think Seth pitches better than Mouton. But Mouton, he knows how to pitch high leverage innings. Yeah, I don't think they fuck with the pitching too much.
So they said for Josh Bell it would be a 3 to 4 player deal.
Who are these 3 to 4?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it won't be Pena. I don't think it'd be anybody on.
So they said the reason why though also is many are worried about Michael Brantley's health because he keeps getting setbacks.
But he was with the team today.
Yeah, but they've been talking about it that what was it, his hand, I think?
His shoulder.
His shoulder, yeah. That it hasn't progressed the way they wanted it to.
My shoulder is fucked off, and I will go bench 275 on an incline right now. I'm not trying to fucking hear it, bro. Swing that bat. How fucking discomfort can you possibly have?
Bro, Zach would go to the gym and he'd be like, my shoulder's fucking killing me. I don't give a fuck. And he would lift heavy ass shit. And then he'd be like, I shouldn't have done that. But I
should have done that.
And then he'd be like, I'm gonna just go get a cortisone shot. I don't care.
Show it. But my point is like he has access to better healthcare than I do. So if I would be playing, then you should be playing. It can't be hurt that bad. You know what I'm saying? Put some ice on it. You know what I'm saying? Take a Percocet and let's go.
I remember one time I seen this kid cut his finger open at the skate park one time on his BMX bike, and I told him to go rub some dirt on it, and he actually went and did it. And I was like, dog, that wasn't a real thing. Like,
he probably told you at work too.
No, I was like, you need to go home and wash your finger off. And he was like, oh, okay.
What a dumbass.
He was like 7. He was like 7. I felt bad a little bit, but then I was like, nah, you're stupid. That's on you.
A little bit.
They said though they're looking at Austin Hayes from the Orioles also for a Chas McCormick trade.
See, McCormick, he barrels up balls and he's been hitting some shit out, but we also see him fuck up a lot. So, but other people don't. So I would trade that fool right now if you could get something for him.
Yeah, I mean they're getting, even if it's not a big name like Bell. I think Wilson Contreras though. I think you for sure have a chance because they even said it though.
My question to you is this: say you do get Josh Bell, right?
Yeah,
and you're basically telling Yuli, you're done.
Yeah.
What does that do to the team? That does something to the team.
It does, but I feel with a championship mentality like that, you're going to put your team in the best position talent-wise to win, I feel.
I get that, but when the players take the field, there's nothing nobody in the office can do to make you not feel a certain way.
I mean, look at what happened with Correa. Everybody, we started off.
But that was a choice of Correa.
I get it, but I mean, this is a choice of fucking Mother Nature. Hey, like, this is God Himself working on you, bro. Like, and you've kind of seen it. He's like, I had to change my diet up. I had to do that. I applaud you, bro. I want you to get your ring with us. But I feel like at some point, as a competitor, you talk to him, and that comes down to your star players also, like being like, it's gonna have to be like Artuve or like Jordan or somebody that can be like, hey, bro, like, look. You're going to be a key part of this fucking team, but we needed to elevate.
Just not every day.
Yeah. Not every day. I need you to do this, though, for sure.
That's why I would rather have Wilson, because on the days he catches, Yuli could play first. On the days he plays outfield, Yuli could play first.
Well, a lot of them, I mean, this one right here has us getting Josh Bell and Contreras this year.
Motherfucker, how? Somebody explain that to me.
I don't fucking know. But that's not the only time I've seen it. I've seen it a few times where they said that the reason why is Corey Lee or somebody else is going for the Contreras deal for sure.
Okay.
somebody's going over there and they just want another prospect and like an outfielder or something, because he's on his last year and he's 30 and they want to rebuild. They don't want to keep him. They got to get something out of him and all that stuff. So they did say, I think Urquidy's going somewhere in one of these fucking trades for sure.
Yeah,
Now
if they ask for a pitcher, Urquidy might be first to go. Like he'll be who they offer up.
I mean,
Odorizzi will be first, but
I'd throw Odorizzi in there just fucking for it. I mean, they can give me like a ham sandwich or for all I give a fuck. But I mean, I just at this point, I think they get like a reliever, and then but you for sure have to. I feel more disrespecting Maldonado than I would Yuli. I feel.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like Maldi is like that fucking heart right now of that team when it comes to like.
He kind of is. I'm telling you, he's the personality because the rest of the team is boring.
That motherfucker would talk shit like and he'll fucking let the ups know that's a bad fucking call, dog. You better get that shit right.
When Bregman can talk shit is when Bregman's at his best.
Yeah.
Why you don't talk shit, bro?
He's been quiet ever since.
Yeah, quiet as a church mouse.
That weird HEB commercial.
You don't park there.
Yeah,
I order snacks.
I haven't seen this HEB commercial.
I saw Correa's new commercial. He's selling cars or some shit in Minnesota. He says, "Come to this."
Much else to go do there.
He told him to go there because they speak good Spanish.
Yeah.
That's what
every day he's thinking, man, I'd rather be in hot ass Houston right now.
Do you want to play them?
Yeah.
In the playoffs?
Sure I want to play him because he hasn't played us yet. When we played them, he was hurt.
I kind of want to play them and be like, all right, bro. Thanks. Later.
I'm just saying, before we went and fucking stunk it up in Oakland, Jeremy Pena went 2 games in a row where he hit a first inning home run.
Yeah.
I ain't ever seen Carlos do that.
I think Altuve has what? He's leading the majors right now in hit-offs in the first.
Oh, yeah, leadoff home runs?
Yeah, leadoff home runs, yeah, with 9, I think. They're looking nice.
I like Pena in the 2-hole. I told him to do that a long time ago.
I mean, we got by the time we meet up next week, for sure we'll know who the hell's on this team because that's the Tuesday. I honestly feel by the 29th or the 1st, motherfuckers are getting traded. And I feel Josh Bell is going to be one of those first people only because the Juan Soto trade is so damn big. And
I don't think Soto gets traded.
I think he does because the owners said they're getting new owners and they said they don't want that blood on their hands.
My thing is if I still have you for this year and 2 arbitration years, what am I in a hurry for?
Get them picks for Victor Wamba. No, I was kidding.
Want to know your mama? Bitty bitty bumba.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Nah, I don't. I think Josh Bell gets traded. I think Soto gets traded. I think Ohtani's way too fucking much. That they're smoking.
I don't want Ohtani. I don't want that publicity. I don't want that headache.
They said they want established players for him. Nationals want prospects.
Too. But
I get it, but you're not getting that right now. You'll get that in the winter when you can sign free agents and stuff after you've got him. But nobody trading their fucking. Imagine being in the playoffs and be like, hey, we just got Ohtani, but we lost fucking Pena, Alvarez, and Tucker. Like the fuck.
Yeah. And fucking Fromber.
Yeah. But we got Ohtani though.
So what's the one player you're gonna be pissed off if he gets traded by next week?
I think for me, I wouldn't be pissed. I'll be a little hurt, like, ooh, that hurts a bit, would be Christian Javier. Because I feel like he reminds me of Framber Valdez last year, like where I knew he was going to take that next step at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel it. Like, I feel like he has that where he just needs that playtime. Like he needs that because Framber, he looks totally different from getting his ass beat in fucking playoffs and shit. Like you could tell. I mean, you can't simulate those games. Those are fucking the pressure, the attendance, and all that. Like, I think he'd be the one where I'm like, God damn, that hurts. Like,
I don't think there's anything that somebody in the world could offer for Houston to trade Fromber. So I'm not worried about Fromber.
Yeah,
I'm worried about Luis.
Yeah, it's a good one.
He pitched last night, and because he don't do okay, he either does exceptionally fucking well, or he does bad. He has no command on his pitch, and he just looks like shit.
Yeah.
And I could see them kind of moving from. I just remember what he did against Boston in the playoffs, and I was like, "Nah, that dude can stay."
Do you
Who
feel
else can
that?
rock the baby?
Do y'all feel that Christian kind of moves into third over him, or
No,
he stays in third?
he stays at 4 because for one reason: experience, and Luis's is just experience. Dude didn't pitch bad in the playoffs.
I feel he
kind
has that.
of turned that Boston series around for us.
Yeah, I think with as much as I would love to get Castillo, I mean, dude's a fucking monster. I feel that I would feel better getting more in offense somewhere where we're not one of the best, but we're not bad at all. Get some help for our guys. And for sure in the playoffs, when you start getting like more lockdown pitching from like the fucking Yankees relievers, you get fucking, if you go against the Dodgers, like those type of things, because the pitching, I mean, you have, like we said, you're going to have Verlander, you're going to have Framber Valdez, and then you're going to have either Castillo or fucking Christian. So after that, I mean, if you're in the fucking World Series, I'm pretty sure fucking Verlander at one of those games, like, get me the fuck in this game. Like,
if we go to the World Series, Verlander is going to pitch twice. He's going to start 2 games. You just watch.
And so then you get your relievers of Stanek, Maton, and fucking all of them. Yeah,
Maris, Abreu.
They're fucking ready. They look hungry. They carried us pretty much the beginning of the season. So
I just don't like how Dusty does it. Like, it seems like to me he'll cycle the bullpen arms. Like, he'll find a couple guys and pitch the shit out of them for 2 or 3 days and then sit them for 2 or 3 days. And then it usually takes them like an inning, like a game to get their shit back, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, bro, pitch them today, miss a day, pitch another day. You don't have to wait every 3 fucking days to pitch for a couple more. And that's why like Abreu, it's like everybody in that fucking bullpen wish that they can throw like him. But sometimes he goes so far between outings that he don't command his ball. Yeah. But the motherfucker's a giant. And who wants to look at him throwing fucking 98 miles an hour at you?
And we forget, Lance McCullers is coming back still. Like, where are you going to put him in?
That's a little scary.
And
I'll tell you what, if he came back today, Odorizzi doesn't play, and McCullers is the 6th starter.
So he pitched today. He pitched against Oklahoma City. He had 3 innings pitched. He had 4 Ks, 52 pitches, 30 strikes.
That's 10 strikeouts if you think about it.
Well, you also have to understand who it is. That's Lance McCullers Jr. So, which means if he threw 52 pitches, probably 48 of them were curveballs. So that's not a bad ratio.
If somebody asked for him over Castillo and Javier,
in a fucking heartbeat, I would trade him just so I don't have to deal with
it. I feel like at some point I would rather keep those 4 that we named over Lance. I love Lance, his enthusiasm. He talks shit to fucking people on Twitter. I love it. Like, I love this dude's fucking shit. He don't give a fuck. But the injury shit, I already deal enough with it with my cousin Alvarez. I can't go with it, bro. Like, I can't have 2.
If he just came out and was like, I'll be 2017 playoff Lance, and I will come out of the bullpen. If you need me to go 2, 3, 4, when he close out the Yankees on like 5 or something.
Yeah. And
okay, bro, let's do this. You're my favorite player right now. But we also pay you $17 million.
Yeah. For when our young guys are showing the fuck up right now. And
but I also am willing to, like, he's one of those dudes where, like, I got to keep you until I find out what Verlander does.
Yeah. Verlander's that thing.
Same thing for Castillo. That might be one of the moves you make only if you're not sure what Verlander is going to do.
I think we'll find out a lot more as this by Tuesday comes around. Once that first, I mean, it's like sports. Once that first trade goes, it's like a domino effect. All the teams start, it's time. All right, bet, let's go. Fucking
It's like
And
one
so I
person
think-
yawns, everybody yawns.
Yeah. And so I honestly think that's what's going to happen on it. We're going to end up getting that. Carl Roberts, Astros. Aren't you a Mets fan? We swept.
Carl, I ain't trying to hear nothing like that from somebody who can't eat a jalapeno without crying.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he sniffed the jalapeno and
No, he
Like
looked
real
at it.
tears?
No, he looked at it. He cried.
he touched his
Little
wee
baby.
wee. I'm just kidding. Well, it should be. This is actually a fun trade deadline. Like usually we get like a one reliever or something, but this one's kind of like.
Is it though?
I mean, we'll see. With our luck, we'll end up like with my enthusiasm, we'll end up with like one reliever and.
I get
fucking-
nervous around shit like this. This makes me nervous, not the games. Because you're like, there's some motherfucker out there that I'm not completely sure of that might be a little retarded about to make a decision with the baseball team that I think can win the World Series as it is.
So you want to stand pat?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that there should be more of us with a vote on how this goes.
You could fuck up a good team easily. You can fuck up chemistry. You can fuck up, the nucleus. Like you did say, how are the players going to react? And I feel that's where it comes down to talking to your stars.
But
being
you
like,
can't
hey.
say nothing. That's my point. It's like, say that you have, like, say you're sick or something, right? And you're like, yo, I gotta miss the show for like a month, but Calvin is gonna take my place. And then next Wednesday, Calvin's there. We'll be cordial, but it's like, I don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? Where's Nick?
What up,
What's up,
Chris?
Chris? Zach, you were talking about John?
What, John?
I don't know.
John Malenko. John Vasquez. I went to school with him.
Little Johnny Cougar Mellencamp.
Goddamn.
No, I don't want Springer back.
No,
I don't want him back.
either.
I want new toys. I'm like Andy, who is. I don't want to play with you no more. Wish you the
You're-
best, bro. But I'll take my Alvarez Tucker.
Chris
I don't
says
want
to
if he
stay
gets
away
Springer
from
back on
Soto.
the cheap, would take him in a heartbeat.
Chris
Chris,
says stay away from Soto.
I don't want Soto. He's gonna
I don't
cost
want
you
Soto
like
either.
7 damn players in your future.
I
Whatever
want to
team
see
he
Soto
goes,
go to the Cardinals.
I think that's his top spot that they're saying he's going to, which I'm cool with it. Keep in the National League.
That's my point. I don't want you to end up on the Knicks, the Yankees.
Yeah. No, they said honestly that it's Cardinals, and then the only team that was worrying me was the Mariners. For some
What about
reason,
the Giants?
they are a team though. Padres are another team also that team always looks like they're trying to fucking get star power over there for some reason.
That's their problem. Is they want to
Yeah.
they want to Correa the situation and spend a lot of money on one player. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
But I don't know. Astros, keep it up. Keep your shit up.
Not like
I'm
you did today, though. You fucking idiot.
Y'all suck today. Don't fucking whatever y'all did today. Ate whatever y'all drank. Ate today. Y'all wore. Burn them. Don't do shit. Y'all fucking Dusty. Watch some fucking film. For
Yeah.
fucking shit's sake. God damn it, man.
Good job to your cousin today. He knocked the shit out of that ball.
It's my boy.
Oh, yeah.
What up, Mark? We're just
That
talking about the
dude's so
Astros trades. Who we think's going. I think your Kitty's gone. Bye-bye.
I don't really want him to go. I like Urquidy in the playoffs.
I'm not saying I want him to go, but I mean, if we're gonna get one of these trades, that's the piece that is going to be probably called up. You're gonna give up him and a prospect for sure. Chris goes, who do you guys think we should attempt to be a big bat, but who and where else?
I vote for Wilson Contreras still.
He's getting traded. He's for sure getting traded.
He's been on my radar since way back. Remember?
They have him
Yeah.
ranked with us at number 1 as the spot. Cubs fans don't want it because they want better prospects for him, but you get what you get, Cubs fan.
Yeah, you get what you get.
They have
What you
Josh
get.
Bell ranked with us at number 1 also. But
So
I
we're
think
getting one of them.
we're getting one of them, I feel. Urquidy's going in one of those deals. I think it's going to be for the first baseman that you get, though.
I think that he has more value to the Cubs.
What would you do if we get both of them?
I would be a little confused. It's like, what are you doing with both of them? Like, you're literally saying
We're the Yankees.
I'm replacing Maldi and Yuli. Like, you both suck so much that I'm replacing both of you. That's fucking disrespectful.
But I think
that's why I feel like Wilson is the perfect fit, because he can do everything all over the field. So you don't have to like take nobody's job. You just do something different every day.
Do you think though that we put too much pressure on Maldi? Because I mean, at the end of the All-Star break, he did say he was tired. He's like, I was exhausted at it. Nah. And if you have a legit catcher with you,
but that's the point. It's like Maldonado can literally say, I'm only catching for Verlander and the sorriest motherfucker you need me to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then if you put Contreras with the rest of them, especially catching, you paint that fucking box for that umpire.
But that would be the benefit to keeping Maldonado. It's like, okay, Luis looks bad on some days, and you could frame his shit to help him, so you're only catching for Luis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I said I think like if you have Maldi, because Castro's definitely gone with that shit, and then Corey Lee's gonna probably be traded off somewhere also. You probably have to give up. Yeah, you're gonna give up some prospects for sure, but. If you're going for a now wins World Series, I'm cool with giving us some prospects. We sign international players like fucking crazy. So Chris goes, Contreras has a bat.
Does have a bat. And we got a short porch in left field. So
anybody has a bat on catcher compared to ours.
Also, I would like to see him at least think about doing something at center field. Like I'm sick of Siri and McCormick, so you can get rid of them if you want. Bye, Felicia.
McCormick's kind of near.
At least do something to make us feel better about Myers. Get another guy. You know what I mean?
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Luke Mbamute when he came back from injury, and he was just so lost.
But today he hit a triple. Or something like
Luke hit threes, but when he went up to dunk, he got scared he was gonna pop his elbows out of place again.
He dove for a ball and caught it. He played good today. He just looks dumb sometimes. He's like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo playing center field. That's what he is. Tell me I'm wrong.
Cue the Caleb song. Hey. You're supposed to talk
Tell
like
me I'm wrong.
No, you are right. Well, we're getting traded. Some shit's happening. I don't know who the fuck. There's gonna be players though that we don't even think of, like a reliever.
All right, let's just decide right now. This time next week, when we know who's traded, are we gonna be happy or mad?
I'm gonna be happy.
I hope I'm happy, but knowing the way my life works out, it's probably not gonna be that great.
It's gonna be all of Caleb's favorite players going.
You know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna go with happy also.
Chris goes, what if we get Happ and Contreras from Chicago? That's your catcher and outfield.
It just seems like we would have to give up too much for that.
You got so many damn fucking outfielders, and then you just drafted 2 fucking more.
But I'm not gonna lie. When he said that, Happ and Contreras, that's the kind of shit that Chicago does. Is they're like, we don't just send one person, we send multiple.
And the one
it's
I was
like
reading,
the Chris Bryant trade.
Yeah. No. The one I was reading, they said that's a possibility of it. So
we've been talking to Astros for over an hour.
I know.
Good. What we got next?
All righty, let's move on to some sad news. This one kind of hurt us, but John Metchie, third, gonna be battling leukemia this year. I think we were all pretty much hyped to see him this year.
I was
one of those bright spots in our draft that we were like was a steal.
I was very
positive. It's acute leukemia, so it's very curable from what they say. He's in one of the best cities he could be in with the medical staff.
It fucking sucks though, bro, because you're already worried about your knee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we were like, for like 2 days before he announced that, all I was hearing was like, Metchie said he'll be ready. Metchie said he'll be ready. And I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck what Lovey says. Metchie said he'll be ready. And then that fucking sucks, bro.
It does.
Not even because we fucking gonna miss him on the team, but that just sucks, bro. Like he didn't fucking deserve that. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a gut check. Like even fans like that are not Texans fans were like, damn, like I feel for him. Like it's one of those things you don't. I mean, fuck cancer.
It sucks so bad because you're like, bro, you're legit getting to live your dream. Even though you tore your knee, like you're still living the dream and you're enjoying it, and then that shit happens, it's like fuck.
And you could have been a top weapon on the team. There was so much.
He's still going to be a top weapon.
No,
like,
I know that. I mean, he'll be the season's pretty much. I mean, the beautiful part of it, if you have to look at a positive, is this is one of those seasons where you're trying to see what you have,
right?
And then next year you have fucking money to play with and all that stuff. So when you get money,
I was just selfishly, football wise, I was thinking about it because I look at what Metchie is, and all I could think of is like this dude is going to be Davis Mills' favorite weapon.
Yeah.
Just think about how he used Edelman last year.
Yeah.
In the slot. He's like, I know how to use a slot receiver. And they would have fucking killed the league. But next year, he'll beat it.
Yeah. He'll come back stronger.
Yeah, he will. It'll be tight.
We'll have a good Davis Mills that people believe in. Finally.
Yeah. If it sucks, Mitchie, you can come hang out with us, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome on the Bayou City Boys any day you want, Metchie.
Hell yeah.
You could all the days. We could just podcast all the time.
Yeah, we got you, bro. We'll help you feel better.
Yeah.
That was a shitty way to start Texans training camp, but we have to look at positives.
Yes, we do. Texans
training camp did start, though.
The question is how do you replace him? What do you do?
Cry,
that is
probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Bro.
I mean, cry probably.
Your receiver.
Okay, well, when you're done crying, you little baby, you gotta go get a receiver.
I mean,
Danny Amendola still doing things?
No, he retired.
Oh. He said that, but if you offer that dumbass like $3 million, he'll come back.
No, he said that he had offers from multiple teams, and he just said, "I feel it's time to retire." He's probably waiting for like the later on in the season to see what playoff teams need him, and then he'll probably come back and some shit.
Let's just go get T.Y. Hilton.
I was thinking that. Like, I'm okay with entertaining the idea of getting T.Y. or Will Fuller and moving Cooks into the slot more.
Cooks would be good at the slot.
I'm just saying,
he'll have a shit ton more catches too.
T.Y. murdered us in the freaking Reliant NRG Stadium. So it's like,
I just want to bring to your attention that T.Y. is about as injury prone as Will Fuller.
He is. Will Fuller's still out there, and he's just as injured. At this point, I feel you need to sign somebody. You got to give Davis Mills a chance to fucking do good. Like, no offense to Nico Collins, but bro, you really need to take a step up.
But I think that's the question right there. Is like their fundamental belief in what he is going to determine on like how much you panic in this situation.
Yeah,
if you think he can be, let's just keep it real. He almost had 500 yards last year, which was way more than I thought.
Yeah.
So can you get close to 1,000?
And I mean, if he does, I mean, him and Cooks together, do
you panic and then you make a trade?
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing about, as fucked up as it is, what happened with Metchie, at least it happened before, right when training camp starts. You get to see what you have. You get to evaluate your team a little more now. And I think that
you cannot do nothing. Yeah. Because you're trying to figure out what Davis Mills is. You have 17 games to decide, are we rolling with him or are we drafting a quarterback next year? You can't tell me you're going to know what he is if you don't have somebody to throw the ball to.
Yeah, that's not just Brandon Cooks. Man.
Exactly. You can't send him out there with one weapon and then tell him he's not good enough.
Well, do you think that maybe a T.Y. Hilton? I mean, it's a veteran. He knows how to help the young quarterback out.
That's what I'm saying. Davis Mills has the highest quarterback percentage of passes over 20 yards. T.Y. is good at one thing, running that way.
I got it.
Yeah,
we'll just
you
go get
run
him.
out.
We'll just go get Emmanuel Sanders. We'll
I
throw
thought
him
about
on-
that, but he's too fucking old.
We'll throw him on the team. He'll be able to clear some stuff up. Brandon Cooks will go even crazier.
I thought about that, but he had a terrible year last year.
I know he did, but I feel like what?
See what's Des Bryant doing.
Oh,
I think he's still trying to stay in the league, honestly. Me and Zach actually talked about that last year. I remember there was a point something happened and we were like, hey, I wouldn't hate it if we went and got Des Bryant because then we would have someone else.
somebody, I believe it was Cody Stoops on the Wheelhouse, said he give up like a 6th-round pick to Arizona for Andy Isabella, which is a slot receiver you're just about gave up on. And I couldn't get that out of my head. I like that.
A new change of scenery helps some players.
Another thing that we are forgetting is we did sign a slot receiver. We got Chad Beebe from the Vikings. Forgot about it, but I don't think he's Metchie.
For sure, we're gonna have to see. I mean, we'll know once training camp officially starts, preseason. I think that first game is gonna really, especially like one of those joint team practices. You'll start to see for sure of okay, what do we got here? Like, what is
to me? What I want to know is like if Houston has any chance of being anything good, like people not make fun of us, is we have to win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like we have the size and the players to do that. So if we do that, then that'll make me feel real good if I see that in camp. I think the defensive line are going to be dogs. The offensive line, I think that they're either going to be really good or they're going to be not good. I don't see it in between. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, when's the first preseason game? So August, right?
It's like the middle of August, something like that.
It's like the 12th.
Yeah, it's like in.
It's weird though, because like
that's
we
in
have
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have like a fucking one of our preseason games. I think is on a Friday night.
Yeah, they do them. They're doing them differently to not compete with baseball. I think.
Fuck, I gotta go start setting up all this fantasy
It's
football
preseason, and fantasy. Oh fuck, I gotta do mine too. Yeah, I mean, we'll find out. It's gonna be. I think it took a hit, but we'll still have a lot to look at this season. I think
it's almost like not worth caring about sometimes because people are gonna talk shit about us anyway. It's like, damn, bro. There's nothing, like I said every week, there's nothing you can say to me to make me believe that Atlanta or Detroit are better than us or Chicago.
I saw a thing yesterday that said Atlanta was going to have the worst record this year.
Ooh, not us.
And then
Chicago, they got Marcus Mariota. They're true.
Chicago was above them. I think we were 4th, dead last. And then somebody saw.
I feel better about that, to be honest.
Johnny Football threw today and threw an interception like he always does. And
good.
Oh, and not Johnny Football. What's his name?
I was gonna say there was no way it was Johnny Football.
What's his twin? What's his twin? Baker Mayfield. My bad.
I was laughing my ass off when Cleveland signed Josh Rosen because we're still all in on Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, I really hope Jacoby Brissett has a good year.
I don't. Speaking of that. Would you trade that pick for a receiver? Their pick next year for a receiver?
Depends on who we could get.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Philly gave up a 1st-round pick and a 4th-round pick for AJ Brown. Would you give up a 1st-round pick and a 4th-round pick? Their 1st-round pick, Cleveland's 1st-round pick, and our 4th-round pick in 2023 for, say, DK?
Yeah.
I knew Gatlin was going to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I just feel like if you gave that up for AJ
I'm not
Brown,
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If we were going over there, the smart move would be try to get Tyler Lockett, but I know they're not gonna let him go. So DK would be the best bet.
You would have to give up more for Lockett.
Yeah,
that's
I know
my point. Is
That's
AJ Brown is better than DK, and if he went for that, then I'm sure that you can get a receiver for that. and it makes it easier because it's not our pick.
And then you get a face of the franchise type player, like
Well, see, that's not the face that I want because
I know that, but
we know that, but
I
he's
just
saying you
saying,
get one of those like people who could be the face of a franchise.
he'll sell you some jerseys for sure.
I will go buy one the second he signs the papers.
And you give Davis Mills a legit shot. I mean,
we
look
at
at
what deep threat.
Look what Philly's doing. Look what Miami's doing.
Well, that's my point. It's like, would you consider that a panic move by the Texans if they traded that pick for
all
a player?
All I'm saying is if this shit happens in like the next 2 weeks, Texans, y'all owe us money because we know y'all listening. Y'all know we know y'all listening.
But would you trade that first round and fourth round for any other receivers?
I feel again, it depends on the receiver.
If you're that confident in Davis Mills, you give him the weapons that he needs.
Yes,
because you see him every day, so you can legit be like, I don't know if this is the guy or not. But the way they talk about him, I mean, you're not going to be like.
I watch like all the videos they put on YouTube, and there's quite often where you hear Lovey chasing Davis down, but like Davis, good fucking throw. So,
if I could go and trade for Mike Evans, I would do it. That's a legit deep threat. If I could go and trade for what's another good deep threat?
Do you think it don't even have to be a deep threat?
No, I know. I'm thinking of it based off of you saying that you want to.
I'm thinking of it off of whoever I think can create a little separation to catch.
Yeah, I know. And I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of it based off of that, but you also saying you want Brandon Cooks to slot more.
So
I would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of it from earlier. You said you wanted Brandon Cooks to be slot more.
So if I'm doing it, that's not enough to get a player like Mike Thomas?
I don't know that I would want Michael Thomas though.
But if I only have to give up a first round pick, I think I might want to see it because people forget he was fucking good.
He was
the best
great.
There was.
He was great.
Devontae, DeAndre, those three were.
My whole thing is that dude tore his ankle up, and I don't know if I'd want to deal with him having a fucked up ankle all the time again. He tore his ankle up, came back 9 weeks later, and was out after that game for the rest of the season.
Mentally, he reminds me of kind of AB.
Antonio Brown, yes.
Yeah. And so I kind of want to stick away from him.
Bad.
I don't think
he's not that bad.
I mean, you get your guys, like, to me, like, DK reminds me of, like, Kyrie Irving. Like, he's in his own world, but the talent's fucking
hell nah. DK's fucking Dennis Rodman.
I mean, I'll take that too, but Dennis Rodman was a fucking head case also. But
yes, I know
he was.
But I would take those fucking that type of
player.
Or
do you try to go get a receiver who you don't have to give up as much for that is kind of good? And so, for instance, like, would you trade like 2 third-round picks or a third and a fifth for like Chase Claypool?
Not Claypool.
I'm not a fan of him, but I mean,
he's just not good enough.
Whatever. I'm not a fan of him as a player. I feel like
he could be good enough. I don't know.
You have to think about it like this though. Is he better than what we have?
Yes, and the thing is, also,
he is. I understand where you're coming from, but I also got to think of it based off of I'm a Texans fan, and I don't want somebody coming over here that's gonna be doing TikTok dances all over shit.
I get that.
Yeah, I think also too we got to think of the teams that are, of course, going to be selling at that time because Pittsburgh is one of them. They don't have a fucking quarterback anymore.
Yeah,
but also you got to think about it just by that. Like, if you wait closer to the deadline, we're not going to be good enough to make any sense to make a trade anyway. And then you'll have other teams like Indy who probably will win our division, who always need a receiver.
Yeah.
So they'll go get it before you.
So we've said DK.
Basically, DK was the only one you really wanted. I mean, I doubt you could get Terry McLaurin.
I would want Mike Evans. That would be tight. I don't see that happening, but
I ain't
gonna lie, he would help our team.
He would,
but I don't see that happening either.
I don't either.
I wonder if Nico Collins can play a little bit like that because they're the same size.
Huh?
I would. Okay, so DK, of course, would be the number one I would want. Obviously, I would want Mike Evans if there was a chance to get him. McLaurin, I don't see having a chance.
If the rumors were true,
I doubt Deebo Samuels would be coming over here.
But there was a thing that said that they wanted 4 picks for him.
Yeah.
A first, a third, and 2 fourths. And
I knew Zach was gonna bring Deebo Samuels up at some point because the other day at the gym, I was on one of the machines and he was behind me, and I seen Deebo Samuels pop up on the TV, and Zach goes running over to the TV to look at what was going on.
I had to know.
And I don't see.
But Michael would you Thomas give up all those picks for Deebo? I don't think I could give up that much.
I wouldn't want to give up all of them. If I could give up, like,
mind you, that first round pick's not ours; it's Cleveland's.
Yeah, I know.
So we still gonna suck and have our own pick.
Yeah. Fuck it, give me DK.
I mean, I wouldn't hate that trade. I'm not a fan of DK's though.
I know you're not, but you got to admit he's a legit deep threat. He's probably one of the fastest ones.
He's 100 times better than anything we would have. And he would help. I mean, I don't think that I could ask for much more for Davis Mills, to be honest. It's like a kid asking you if you can get some basketball shoes and you just gave that fool a first pair of J's.
Yeah.
You have to set him up.
I did see that DK did report for the Seahawks training camp the other day.
Yeah.
So I mean, we do know that he's gonna play no matter what.
You have to set him up for success. Yep. And I mean, you're getting people like CBS. They were talking about Mills, that he shows sparks of what he can be, but you have to give him. I mean, you had to give him the O-line. You had to give him weapons. You had to give him a fucking running back. Like, he still doesn't have a tight end, but still.
You have to think about it, bro. He didn't play college football really.
Yeah. He
basically had no camp.
Yeah.
Then he got thrown into a game that he wasn't ready for, and he looked like dog shit. He looked like Kyler Murray's $230 million ass in the playoffs against the Rams. That's what he looked like.
That was, oh man.
But he went and sat his ass down for a few weeks, came back, and looked 1,000 times better. That tells me he has the ability to learn. So leave him the fuck alone.
So
I mean, I like Davis Mills more than I like fucking Bryce Young anyway. CJ Stroud anyway.
We know you like Davis Mills more than anyone.
Not anyone. There's other quarterbacks I would take over him, but if that's what we have, I'm cool with it. Yeah. It's because I think people this is going to be fucking weird for people to understand. They give that position too much credit. Like, if you really think about, just say Peyton Manning, for instance, in his greatest days, he only won 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So how great do you actually expect that one person to be when you should really focus on building a fucking team?
Yeah.
Eli's dumbass won 2 Super Bowls on killer defense, so don't tell me that.
Yeah, that mouth breather did.
Yep.
I just read this thing and I don't want to say it because I don't want it to happen.
What is it?
It said we should export Cole Beasley.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
I am, but I
guarantee you, if Cole Beasley plays for the Texans, he'll have 700 yards this season.
I don't want that fucking annoying ass anti-vaxxer.
But that's the shortest, cheapest solution to
I know.
Something.
I know. I saw it on the thing when I said Emmanuel Sanders. I just didn't want to say his name.
Yeah. You got to give him a weapon. You got to give him something now.
I mean, if you pay that fool $3 million, you can always cut him.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't. How are you going to not want
Just bring Cole in, T.Y. Hint, and we'll see what the fuck we have, and then we'll just move on. I got it.
Or just sign them both. Just give them both like $3 million.
Y'all
missed y'all shot on Julio Jones. He was at the Buccaneers.
Fuck, I wouldn't wanted him.
For that cheap amount of money, yes, we would have.
Yeah, but I mean, the motherfucker's always here. You're just wasting $1 million. You give that to me, and I'll fucking play as much time as he does.
The Bucks actually paid him 6.
Well, that's even worse. They can pay me 1, and I'll play probably as much as he does.
Yeah.
The fact that he came out and said, "I feel great," bitch, that you say that every year, fool.
He should feel great. You sat out all last year.
Yes, he sits out every year.
He does.
Anybody that gets him, CMC, there's a whole list of them in fantasy. You deserve whatever comes to you when you draft those people.
That's like last year.
CMC
That's
will
like
stay healthy this year.
That's like last year. I had the
He
choice.
does, good luck.
I had first pick in one of the leagues, and I almost took Michael Thomas, but I was so glad I didn't.
Just now look at him. I got it.
He's healthy this year too. I heard him say it.
Yeah.
So Caleb wants DK. Zach wants a receiver.
Yeah, I'll take any receiver.
And
I just want to see footage from camp, bro. I want to see him out there playing. I want to see Stingley try to go guard Cooks.
I want Mills to get a fucking receiver. I'll take a Claypool or a DK for a first.
You see what I'm saying?
I'll take it. You got to give him something. I think with Cooks in the wide receiver room, chill, dog.
My logic is go ahead and give up that first rounder, get you a receiver now. And, if you fucking have to trade Tunsil at the end of this year, which is a possibility, you'll get a first rounder back.
I mean, what's the point of? I get you. Yeah, I don't want to trade first, but if you get a solid receiver for your quarterback, I mean, in the fucking draft, it's a 50-50. They're going to be good, or they're going to be bad. Like there's no in between. Like you're either going to be a good superstar over here on this side, or you just suck ass and you'll be out of the league in the same. So if you can get a solidified receiver for him, I mean, and it's not.
What about? Would you give up like a second round pick for like Brandon Ayuk? That's the thing is when he sees some of the shit he does, he's like, "Whoa, that guy's different," and then he don't do shit for 10 games.
And then I see the rest of what he does. But I can't really blame too much on him though. I feel like that's just the team he was on.
I mean, Jimmy G is a retard, but
yeah.
I don't know. Debo, I mean, I guess that's why Debo ended up a running back. He's like, fuck, I can't trust him to throw it. I would take Brandon Ayuk. I like that.
I say you swing for the fences, give your boy a threat.
Don't fucking do like Jacksonville and give Christian Kirk $80 million.
No, not that dumb shit. That's fucking.
Don't give Zay Jones a shit ton of money either. Don't do that.
Fucking Christian Kirk's making more money than fucking India spent to go to the moon. So I don't hear shit. All right, them motherfuckers are dumb.
Did they go up there in a Pontiac Fiero?
No, they didn't make it. But either the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't going to make it to the playoffs either. So I guess it's the same.
No, they're not.
What if they do?
Yeah, if they do, they would have the most amazing defense in the world.
If they fucking do, everybody got fucking hurt on a lot of teams.
Either that or Sunshine came out and balled.
And every other team had injury. That guy did.
Sunshine. I can't. Well, see, you got to think about it. Like, we got to do like Tennessee did and steal a player like Robert Woods.
Yeah. I mean,
that would make me feel good.
You're going to see those teams that for sure are going to suck. The fucking Atlanta Falcons are going to suck. Chicago Bears are going to suck. Maybe go get Allen Robinson, save him over there from.
He left. He went to the Rams.
Oh, yeah, he did. Never mind. Yeah, he fucking left. My bad. I don't know.
That's why I'm trying to think of a team that has a receiver being wasted, and I really can't. I mean, Terry McLaurin, but I think he just re-signed with that team. Like, literally just re-signed.
Go get Jared Cook, a tight end.
San Diego ain't giving up Mike Williams, but they might give up
Eric Ebron.
Oh, nasty.
God damn it.
I don't want nobody off the Cowboys.
There's really not. I mean, I'm looking at fucking tight ends and available ain't shit. I'm looking at receivers. Let's look at the receivers.
Well, you got to think about it. If there's a good slot receiver, especially out there, then he would already be on the team. Our team. What do you feel about OBJ?
Yeah, I think he's going back there to try to go for another ring, though. I think that's more of like hey, when I'm done being hurt.
So we're pretty much, if we were going for a receiver and move Cooks into the slot, we're looking at like Will Fuller and T.Y. Hilton.
I'm cool. I mean, I'm cool with Beasley. I mean, he's 33. He's not a bad receiver. He had a good year in Dallas. He even had a better years in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm cool with it as much as like I'll be like, sports only. I'm cool with it. Like, that stuff. Emmanuel Sanders, I feel he's too old. He's taken a major step back for how he plays the game. And then after that, I think Ty is good. Will, I don't know if I want Will back just because dude's always fucking hurt. Like he reminds me of a poor
he's
man.
worth it if you get him for cheap.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you get it cheap, fuck it, ain't my money to play with. But
yeah,
if you can trade, also, I think
I'm just trying to think of who would be willing to trade. It just seems like that's the good and bad thing about our situation is there's so many teams who are selling out or selling all in to win right now that in a couple years they'll suck, which is good for teams like us who are already rebuilding. But I can't really think of a team who's not competing, willing to give up a receiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to have to be for sure like those teams that know they're out. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Atlanta.
But that's the thing is it doesn't make sense for us to do mid-season trades and wait to find out who sucks.
No, it would have to be now.
It has to be now.
Yeah, it'd have to be a now trade. See what you get. See how this thing goes. So when you do it, you can re-sign like the DK thing. You can be like, hey, this is okay. You're down for it. All right, bet. The Claypool, hey, you're stuck here, whatever.
I mean, we still have like Chris Moore and Justin Forsett. We have other receivers.
Deshaun Hamilton from the Broncos.
We got Chad Beebe. I mean, we have guys, but
I mean, if you can get though like a solidified receiver for a mill,
exactly. That's why I feel like if you could get DK, if that's reasonable, because that's like one of the only receivers I could think of being moved. And I really can't think of anybody. I mean, there's teams who would want him, but I think we can match any offer because it won't be unrealistic.
And I think Caleb would probably be like a season ticket holder with DK. So.
You're right.
The fucking fucked up thing though is if DK does come to the Texans and him and fucking Davis Mills kill it, I'll have to listen to Caleb forever and a fucking day tell me that Davis Mills only did good because DK came over here.
I would not do that.
You would, and then you were like,
not.
I mean, if you believe he's gonna play like a Matty Ice, I mean, I'm cool with that.
I would not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not do that.
I'll be okay with it because that just means that they had really good seasons. But Houston is also known for having good big receivers like that. I don't really think he's a football player. I think he's an athlete, but I'll take him right now.
Yeah. It's like me. I don't think Drake's a rapper. I think he's an entertainer.
Lady hands.
Yeah.
Damn. How are we going to manage to get this done? DK to the Texans.
I like how so far the whole thing's been trades. Trades for the Astros, trades for the Texans. You get a trade, you get a trade, you get a trade.
Everybody's ass got to go. I mean, you have to replace Metchie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure Nick's probably like, fuck, but he's probably like, all right, what you want for that boy, man? I'm cool. I said, I'm cool with if it's DK, I'm going to be hyped just because you give him a legit weapon with Cooks on one. That's nice. And then if you just add in a fucking running back that can actually fucking play some football, oh shit, that's nice. And you give not just Mills a legit shot, you give fucking Lovie Smith a legit shot. You give Nick a legit shot.
You give Pep the shot because I think that Lovie basically went to Pep and he's like, look, the offense, bro, it's all on you. Make it happen. You know what we're working with. Make it happen.
You kind of see it too.
Yeah.
Like the way that when they ask Lovey about it, he's like, that's him right there, dog. That's his shit. Like
there's just something about Pep and Davis Mills together. When Davis Mills was our for sure starter in the last half of that season last year, they did shit right. Yeah. So he has a way of talking to him.
There's that chemistry.
Yeah. It's like fucking Karate Kid shit going on over there.
What?
Pep Miyagi.
Hell yeah.
Hamilton.
Pep
the third.
Miyagi dope.
And Davis Mills is the Karate Kid.
So Astros are making trades. Texans are making trades.
Who else is making trades?
Let's go to the Houston Rockets. Not much is happening.
Them too. They're trading somebody.
Nah, they didn't trade nobody yet. I mean, they probably will still. You got 19 people on the damn team. There's a lot of people calling for Kenyon Martin Jr. There's still people calling for Eric Gordon. But a lot of that's, of course, going to probably – the way that the Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell shit goes is until that first domino fucking falls now, ain't nothing doing shit. Or until KD tweets on his 5 burners saying he's going to stay in Brooklyn or some shit. So
I think that's the most likely outcome for him, but I do think Donovan Mitchell gets traded. The league will be stupid to let Donovan Mitchell start the season in Utah, knowing damn well that they want to get rid of him.
Yeah. Are you happy about our sign of the center?
Not really, because that just tells me that they're not keeping
Dude from Summer League.
Yeah, Eric Coleman.
Yeah.
But Bruno gave us good minutes. I ain't gonna lie.
We don't talk about Bruno.
They were hyped on him too. They said they wanted him, so I figured he was gonna get.
He reminds me of Rashawn Holmes. Which I'm cool with it, I guess.
There is talks about Kevin Porter Jr. getting an extension this year.
I'm good with it.
And they're both sides are on equal talks. I think that's good for both if they're because I think Kevin Porter still wants to prove himself, so he's not gonna ask for like an outrageous fucking contract. But
what if he does?
Then
I mean, but what is an outrageous? Like he doesn't deserve like a max rookie contract extension. No.
Hell no. No. You still got it. Ball wise, boy can fucking ball like a motherfucker. Mentally wise, you still got to prove, bro. After the fiasco you had last year, there's still stuff to prove.
It's a singular incident. It happened one.
No, I know that, but it's like DeMarcus Cousins. You're stained now with fucking technical fouls, bro. Yeah, and it sucks because for me, it's like I feel that incident was hyped more than it needed to be with him. Because I mean, why isn't it nobody bashing Christian Wood? Christian Wood did the same shit, complaining and moaning and bitching.
Yeah,
but.
My thing is like that whole argument is made worse by the fact that they say that Kevin Porter hinders Jalen Green. Yeah, I don't see it. Like, what the fuck are y'all looking at?
No, they don't watch games.
Yeah, I guess they don't because I was like, what are y'all talking about? Like when I don't know.
They legit. I feel like a lot of people, especially the ones that watch over like the country. A lot of them fucking always are like, I mean, they can't even fucking pronounce Sengun's fucking name right. They'd be saying Sengun and Sunguni, and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like what the fuck? And then, or they'll be like, oh, I like this kid, you know, he really does this well. And I was like, bitch, he doesn't even do that shit. Like the fuck? Yeah. Like,
I told you last week, if you get rid of Kevin, for one, from a business sense, he has more trade value to us if he has a contract extension.
Yeah.
And two, if you get rid of him, like, what do you expect to replace him with? Are you legit saying I'm going to go into the season with Josh Christopher and Ty Washington as my starting point guards? I'm going to bring my summer league fucking point guards to the no, I'm not doing that. Kevin Porter legit had a 50-point game against the Bucks. He has experience. He's a dog. He tried to lock up Curry. Bit him in the ass, but he tried it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see for sure. We'll see what happens.
If he gets traded for some bullshit, I'm gonna be mad.
I don't think he's getting traded. It kind of looks you see the way, like I always like the Rockets social media. You can kind of see who's getting traded and who's not. When Christian Wood you felt he was getting traded. That boy was not anywhere near that motherfucking shit. They weren't putting him at all. I saw Kevin Porter on there. They were like hardworking in the lab and everything. So I was like, yeah, he's going to be here.
It's like, damn, bro, he told y'all that he had a mental thing. Like,
I mean, he said he loves the city. He said, I love it here, this and that.
Cut him a fucking break.
They were talking to Patrick Beverly had an event today that he did in the community. He said his whole family lives here.
Saying that name.
I'm just saying, man, when Donovan gets traded, they're going to release Patrick Beverly.
He's going to go to the Lakers.
He's going to end up back on the Rockets.
He's going to go to the Lakers.
Nah,
break his wrist again.
They were talking about him too much today. He's going to come over here, and he's going to fight anybody that Jalen Green needs to. That'll be our Udonis Haslam.
I think Jalen got it.
I think he does too, but still.
He gonna average more than 20 points this year. Mark my word.
Patrick Beverly?
No.
Oh.
He'll never average 20 points. Jalen Green. Jalen the Flying Philippine Green.
Yeah. All right.
We made that up, by the way.
Yeah.
I seen that.
That's trademarked by Bayou City Boys. Nobody fucking use that. All right. Kayla will be hyped about this last one we're talking about. XFL announced we have a team.
I didn't know this. I'm finding this out right now.
Yeah. Wade Phillips will be our head coach.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Wait, for what?
I read
The
that.
XFL team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wade Phillips will be our head coach. I do need him to, when he was talking about it, he was like, oh, yeah, well, I do have the second winningest record in Cowboys history. I was
Is
like,
it still going to be called the Roughnecks?
I'm not sure what they are because they didn't give any names. They just said the cities that they were in, like Vegas, San Antonio, Houston, Arlington.
They're going to change it just to get you to buy some new gear.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. But...
Bro. Probably will.
I just remembered something.
What?
I listened to an interview that Warren Moon did the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had said that Tennessee had petitioned to the league to on one time let them wear an extra helmet. You get 2 helmets a year. They asked for a third. Anybody want to take a guess what that third helmet is?
Them Oilers.
That would be correct, sir.
This is why I hate Tennessee. Like
so he said, basically the way I interpret it is next, not the season coming up, but the one after that, they'll be playing one game in our Houston Oilers Baby Blues.
And this is why I fucking hate them because they're so fucking petty as an organization. Like when people ask me, like, do I hate the Cowgirls? Yes, I hate them because of their fucking fans, and some of their players are annoying, and they're Dallas, and it fucking sucks there, and it smells. But when it comes to the fucking Tennessee Titans, I fucking hate this team just because of a lot of shit, and because they piss me off, and they're in the division, and we play them, and Andre Johnson disgraced his career. We're going there. Just kidding on that, but still fucking.
He can do that because he beat the shit out of.
I was gonna say he can do that because he beat up.
But I didn't want to see it. It's like seeing Olajuwon in fucking Toronto colors. I don't want to see that. I got it rubbed it out of my eyeballs. All right. I was like, fucking don't want to see this shit.
That's one of those things that didn't happen.
What?
It's like seeing Emmitt Smith in a Cardinals uniform.
It's like seeing Shaq in a Celtics uniform.
That was a little hard, except he had been bouncing around before that, so it wasn't a big deal.
Damn, imagine like Jeff Bagwell in a Cardinals uniform.
Well, he played for Boston before us, so
I don't want to see my boy like that.
Like I couldn't see Altuve in any other uniform. Not
imagine him in a Yankees uniform.
Shut your face.
I fucking my body started hurting. I fucking died here.
Don't even think
that the Houston guys be like,
you locked that way back there with like
that's disgusting.
All the bad shit you're not like the illegal shit you're not supposed to think about.
He's gonna be an Astro for life, and I'm keeping it, man.
Jordan also.
Yeah,
when his contract's up, you give him more money.
My cousin, you got it, bro.
Astro for life. And Metchie, you get to be a Texan for life, bro.
Yes, sir, Metchie. You are an honorary Texan for life.
Just get it.
You are honorary Bayou City boy for life. You can come hang out
with us. We got to wait a whole nother year for a Metchie life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nick had one last night.
No, it gives us one more year to figure out a way to con y'all out of licensing rights so we can make money off of that shit.
I'm doing it this year, so he knows we got his back.
I'm somebody on eBay selling Metchie shirts.
No, they are, and I'm actually writing somebody. Right, look, if you sell shirts and you're legit about your shit, man, write me because everybody I write about fucking shirts in the shirt game, either they're about it or they fucking beat around the bush and they're like, oh, yeah. We trying to make some money here. We're trying to make you some money here. So I'm about to write my 5th fucking person for the week about it.
Yeah. They ain't about that life. They ain't trying to make them R2Vs.
Hell no.
It'd be like that.
I have my idea in my head, and I'm like, oh my god.
Mills Mafia.
I have like 7 in my head that ones we've talked about, and other ones that I've just written down whenever I was drunk, and I'm like, fuck.
God, I want to see your notes from when you're drunk.
Yeah, and some squiggles here, some.
Why does he spell better when he's drunk?
God damn. It's like, look at it. Look at it.
He says Altuve every single time. He never says R.
Altuve. All right. Y'all got anything else that we almost went 2 hours in this one?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm hungry. I need tacos.
All right. Well, Houston fans, go follow us on Facebook for all your breaking news, for our sports updates, everything on the Astros, Rockets, Texans. Go follow us, like and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you go out there and check us out. Make sure you go check out What's Poppin' Corn Snacks.
Yep.
You can use our code SLG and get 20% off your entire order. You can even try our SLG popcorn. It's pretty dope.
Make sure you go and order some Liquid Innovation coffee. Use our code BCBHTX15, get you 15% off until the end of August. Help us out.
And I mean, I think that's pretty it. I mean, what else y'all want from us? We
They
will be back.
DK.
Let's get some new players on the fucking Astros and tell you what happens if we get like a whole on Tuesday, everything just happens, like trades for both teams. That'd be dope.
They better, if it's people we talked about, they better fucking pay us.
I'm calling it now. 3 trades
By
or
Tuesday.
at least all 3 teams make a trade by next show. I'm calling it now. I don't know if they're gonna be big, but I know for sure. I think something in the NBA is gonna happen. It's too quiet. So yeah, I'm calling it now. All right,
that's legendary status if you get that right.
If that happens, I'm playing the lotto. All right, guys, we out.
Peace.
Later.
Okay.